Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and admitted.
Hello everyone, welcome to Veteran Uncensored. We got a new video today. You know, we follow the news, and this video has gone absolutely viral just because, well, a journalist got bombed on live TV. I thought there was AI, but it wasn't. So we're going to get into that and more, of course. So don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications. Let's not waste any time. This was his post, Steve Sweeney, British journalist, from yesterday, that Israel says it is bombing bridges to disrupt Hezbollah supply line. This was his report yesterday. Let's take a listen to it.
Well, we're just driving back through Nabatea district where we've been filming over the past 2 hours. The area is coming under pretty heavy and sustained attack by Israeli fighter jets and artillery fire. Now, we believe that they've started bombing the bridges. These are the bridges that connect to the south of Lebanon, that exclusion zone, with the IDF having issued those evacuation orders. Now, they say that they're targeting those bridges to stop Hezbollah from resupplying its forces, resistance forces on the ground there. But in reality, with some 1 million people displaced from the south, that exclusion zone, the evacuation order issued for all areas south of the Zorani River, we're talking about 1 million people. What this is really about is cutting people off from their land, cutting people off from their homes, places that they've lived for generation after generation. And what it does is it makes those 1 million people now become potentially permanently displaced.
There you go. That was his report yesterday. Of course, to be fair, this is going to go crazy because later on, he will accuse Israel of trying to kill him with that missile. So this doesn't just stop there. That was his report from yesterday. And of course, it does seem like this is a left-wing type, BBC type, CNN type of journalist. So take it with a grain of salt, but we are trying to get the story and what's happening and what he is saying. He is accusing Israel of trying to kill him. So we're moving forward. This was, ladies and gents, what you saw earlier on. Let's not waste any time and let's get right down to it. This is literally what happened. And I was listening to this. I thought this was AI, but it wasn't. I mean, this is going nuts. Everybody corroborating the story. And of course, he himself, nothing happened to him. The way it landed, and by the way, the volume is pretty loud, so bear in mind. The way this landed was right there. I mean, how he didn't get hurt badly, or anybody else, the cameraman, etc. It's truly a miracle. Let's take a look at this very, very vicious video.
Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and admitted.
You hear it coming.
Fucking hell. Fuck.
You keep hearing, but this is unbelievable coverage right here.
Where?
I mean, it's incredible. But this comes from a Russian thing. I'll tell you what, let's watch it again just to be, I mean, in case you want to do it, in case you missed it, you can always replay, of course. But he's just reporting. He's doing his thing. He's got the press vest on. And, a lot of people are saying that he should have been warned because Israel warned that they were going to bomb this area, these bridges. I don't see any bridges there, but maybe I'm just being ignorant. I don't know. Maybe the bridges are somewhere around there. I don't know, but that bomb was right there, specifically to that area, to that specific area where he was standing. I mean, I don't know, but I'll tell you what, even the volume is not that, that's not that loud. So he's speaking, he's going on about it. You can hear it coming. Man, that is absolutely devastating. I mean, devastating. How did that not land on him? It is beyond belief. Beyond belief. We're gonna mute it. I wanna see if we can do a slow speed on this, because I wanna know where he landed. I want to know where it landed because it's just so devastating. We're going in slow motion there. There we go. So look at that. Where does it land? Oof. Oh, man, do you see that explosion literally on that dent back there on that? Oh, look at that missile. You see, this is the missile right there. That's where it's at. That is where it's at, ladies and gents. You see up here on the top of your screen, that's where the missile is. And I mean, it's just devastating consequences. Devastating consequences. The missile is right there. But the pop, there it is right there. I mean, on top of your screen. And then after that, so it landed right there. It felt like it was right here, by the way. If it was right here on this indentation, on this, hole here, he would have been dead. But it landed all the way back here. It felt a lot closer than what it's still close though. So it's irrelevant, very relevant. Although it does still seem like it was right there behind him. He's running, of course, and it's just unbelievable. But the crazy part about this, by the way, and don't forget, smash that like button if you like your content. Please do so. Help the channel grow and reach more and more people here. My name is Chris, by the way, the veteran uncensored here. And the crazy part about it is that he does accuse Israel of trying to kill him. He says today on the post, today Israel tried to kill me in a targeted airstrike in southern Lebanon as I was reporting on was the targeting of bridges and the forced displacement of 1 million people. An ethnic cleansing operation on a larger scale than the Nakba. So let's go to that. Because this is some crazy stuff. Let's listen to him. Let's listen to what he has to say.
I guess so. Yeah, well, you've probably all seen the footage of the airstrike that took place in Sur district as we were reporting on the destruction of a bridge. We've been treated in hospital for our injuries. I had a shrapnel wound in my arm, deeply embedded in the muscle here. That's been taken out, and here it is in this pot here. But what I do want to say is that this was a deliberate, targeted attack on journalists. There's no mistake about it. This was an Israeli precision strike from a fighter jet. What we were doing was we were reporting on the attacks on bridges, which is effectively severing South Lebanon from the rest of the country. 1 million people now internally displaced. This is the real story. It's not about us coming under attack as journalists. What we're seeing now and what we were reporting on is this plan for Israel to ethnically cleanse the south of Lebanon. This is without doubt an attack. This is on the scale or bigger than the scale of the Nakba. This is the forced displacement of 1 million people, which remains a war crime. And also we have to say that attacking journalists is a war crime. Attacking civilian infrastructure is a war crime. But if they think that they're going to silence us, if they think that we're going to stay out of the field, they're very, very much mistaken.
So what do you make about that? Wow. Well, I don't know. It's very, very tough. Look, listen, I on this channel here, we're trying to be as neutral as we can be. Of course, I let everybody know I am a conservative. I voted for Trump, and I stand by that because that was a better option than Kamala Harris by any means, no doubt about it. And but I do try to see every perspective and not be biased, because that is the issue with America today. Everybody's got their side that they vote for and they follow regardless of what's going on in front of them. And that's the main issue, which, by the way, I urge you to subscribe if you're new, hit that bell for notifications, and help us reach more people. We try to be as neutral as we can, although, like I said, I keep repeating it because I want people to know as soon as they get here that I am a conservative. I have conservative values, but I also don't just see that the Republicans are right and MAGA this, MAGA that. And we need to think. It's not illegal yet. And so the more you start realizing about the war, the more you start getting the facts. And of course, listen, this is a very left-wing, he's a part of a very left-wing media, this guy here. His name, again, is Steve Sweeney. And he's saying that Israel tried to kill him in a targeted airstrike in southern Lebanon, because they were reporting on them targeting bridges, as well as he calls it a displacement of 1 million people. And that's what he's reporting. He also says that that's a war crime. You can't target, journalists. We'll see what Israel has to say about this, obviously. But a lot of people in the comments are already saying, well, they warned everybody to get out of there. So I don't know where he was at. I don't know if he was in the area where Israel was targeting to. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, he is bringing some very, very big charges against Israel. I don't know if they're true. The fact of the matter is, I'm tired. I'm almost getting tired of this war. Who is at war with Lebanon now? Us as well, against Hezbollah. I mean, of course, they don't like us either way. But what's going on here? There has to be more clarity, especially after Trump said that Israel destroy some oil fields and without their permission, out of anger. He said in that video you can watch right here. By the way, it's going to be there. Out of anger, they reacted and they went and without anybody's permission. And of course, Iran started attacking Qatar for that reason. So Qatar is jeopardized, and the Qataris are like, what's going on here? Why are we getting attacked for something that we didn't do or provoke? So the U.S. has to answer to this, and it's something that Israel did out of anger, according to the president. So the plan is all over the place. The strategy is all over the place. What are we doing is the biggest question. So I don't know. At this point, I just want this to go well. We're already in this. I want this to go well for the American people. But if this is true, that we're targeting, that Israel is targeting journalists, well, what are we doing? What are we doing here? This cannot be something that we condone as Americans, or the U.S. government for that matter. So President Donald Trump needs to get a hold of this and needs to keep Israel in check. He needs to tell them, listen, you don't call any shots here. You don't make a move unless we tell you to make a move. We are the big dogs here. We are in charge. And that's that. You make a move when we approve that you make that move. You don't make moves on your own, because if that's the case, then you need to be at war with them yourself and get us out of there. They don't have the capabilities of attacking and conducting this war and running this war. We do. They wouldn't have done this without us. Well, according to Marco Rubio, they were going to attack anyway. So, or maybe that was just a threat to get us going into this war. I don't know. There's a lot of things that we just simply don't know. Who do we believe to? That's the problem. We don't know who to believe at this point in time. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's getting pretty testy out there in the Middle East at this moment, ladies and gentlemen. And I urge you to think and don't follow what everybody else is following in your particular group. Just think, look at the facts, and choose somebody to believe to, because at this point, what do? We're not there. It is what it is.